All right, I just wanted to go back over these notes with you guys, especially if you were absent today or if you were taking a quiz when we were doing this part of your notes. So what we have here is the graph of a piecewise function. And what I did was I took each function and I set up an XY table for each one. So this first one is f of x equals 2x minus 3. And it says right here that x has to be greater than or equal to 1. So we chose x values that were greater than or equal to 1, plugged them in, got the y's. And for 1, since it's equal to right here, this has to be a closed dot. And so that's our endpoint. So that endpoint is right here. There is 1, negative 1, and then I plotted all those ordered pairs. That is the pink ray that you see. For the other one, we took y equals negative 2x plus 1, and that one says x has to be less than negative 1. We decided that it would be better to start at negative 1 and do an open hole. That way we could get all the x values in that are between negative 2 and negative 1. A lot of students think that you want to start at negative 2. But then then you wouldn't be graphing like when x is negative 1.5 or when x is negative 1.9. So you need to start at negative 1 so you get really close to negative 1 without equaling it. And that's why we have an open hole right here. So that's our open hole. It's on negative 1. So if this says less than negative 1, I'm still using negative 1 in my table. It's just going to have an open hole. Then I picked x values less than negative 1 and I graphed them. Notice the arrows on each end. Those have to be there to show that you can keep going bigger than 1 on the pink side and less than negative 1 there to negative infinity there on the other side. And then we read the domain and range. For this one, it's got 3 parts. So the first part is this right here, and that is a parabola. So you need to pay attention, it's going to be curved. So make sure when you connect your dots, you don't make a straight line. It says it's x is less than negative 2. So again, I'm going to start with that, and it's going to have an open circle on negative 2. Then I plug in my x values and I get my y's. That piece of my parabola is this orange piece right here that I'm highlighting for you. So there's the parabola. The middle piece here is in pink. That's this line y equals 5, but it's only between negative 2 and 0, and they both are equal to, so we have endpoints that are closed. That's this piece I'm highlighting here in blue. And then we had 2x minus 1, so we pick x values greater than 0, but that's going to have an open circle. And that's the purple piece that we have going off to the right. And then the domain and range can be read from the graph. For the domain, you're coming in from the left, you stop right here, but you pick up and go here, and then you pick here and go again off to the right, so all reals. And the range starts here at negative 1 and then goes up to the top. Let me know if you have any questions.